Hello, I'm Jim Braden. I have a steel fabrication plant in Crossville, Tennessee. I manufacture steel equipment used in the stone industry. It has to be rough and tough and durable. Tommy Britt over here welds for me. Tell me about yourself, Tommy.
Well, I'm a certified welder. Been welding for 27 years of my life. Now those 27 years and 23 years I've been certified. I'm certified in MIG, TIG, stick, and gas.
So you've got a lot of experience in welding.
Yes, sir.
All right. Recently, Tommy was welding for me, and we were building a storm shelter. He was inside welding. The outside of the storm shelter measured 98 degrees with my infrared thermometer. We were in the shade, but the air was that hot and it was humid, about 98% humidity. I saw Tommy coming out of the storm shelter. Tell him what you felt.
I felt like I was just about to go into heat exhaustion. It was just kind of like I was disoriented.
Your face was red and you were sweating heavily. Even your jeans were heavy.
Yes.
Now you've had heat exhaustion in the past.
Yes, I have. Landed me a trip to the hospital.
When you have heat exhaustion, your body's trying to shut down. You get a lot of muscle damage. All that muscle damage has to be cleared by your kidneys. So you don't splash back from heat exhaustion like getting in the shower and you're out of it. It takes you days. If you'd continued to heat stroke, you might not have been here talking about today. When I saw Tommy coming out of that storm shelter, he made me think heat exhaustion. Now, I also have 27 years of experience building cooling system for race car drivers. 99% of the cooling systems on the market today are my design. I went to our fabrication facility, got one of the systems and put it on Tommy. At that time, his skin temperature was 98 degrees. He was rosy red and sweating heavily. Tell me about it.
Well, I put the shirt on and plugged into the system here, and I couldn't believe how amazing it was. I mean, it was like I actually just went down and just jumped in a creek or a spring or something. It was just automatic, refreshing. Took me, just a few minutes, and I actually quit sweating and started feeling, better, like I wasn't disoriented no more.
Okay. After 3 or 4 minutes, I checked his skin temperature. It was beginning to drop. Now, what this means is the temperature inside his body was not being carried out to the skin to get rid of. His core temperature was dropping, and he was no longer overheated. Just a couple of minutes later, he'd stopped sweating, and the skin temperature dropped 10 degrees.
No matter how hot your work or play gets to you, now you can cool it with the Springhouse cooling system. This ingenious portable personal cooling system not only can help increase productivity by keeping workers cool down, but also can keep medical cost and leave time to a minimum by helping to prevent heat exhaustion and could even save lives. Simply fill the reservoir with ice and water, attach the flexible input-output lines, turn on the pump, and feel the cooling sensation almost immediately. And since the Springhouse cooling system is portable, it can be moved around on almost any environmentally hot job site. Now you can really beat the heat with a very cool Springhouse cooling system. To order yours or for more information, simply log on springhousecooling.com or call 931-248-1759. Beat the heat and keep cool with the Springhouse cooling system.
Being a slave driver, I put Tommy back to work inside the storm shelter. What happened?
Like I said, I had the shirt on. I went back in the storm shelter, got in the bottom of it in the pan, and I laid down, went back to welding. I laid there for probably a good hour, maybe just a little over an hour, and I never broke one sweat, not one bead of sweat, and I was comfortable, very comfortable.
Like I said, the air inside that storm shelter was 98, just like it was on the outside steel jacket. There's no airflow. You can't weld with airflow or a fan on you because it disrupts the gas around your electrode and it makes bad welds. So that let Tommy continue work, but more importantly, he was able to work safely. We call this the Springhouse cooling system. The first refrigerators were Springhouses, so as water would come out of the ground, our forefathers would build shelters around it. And that's where the cool water would cool the shelter, and that's where they'd keep their meat and vegetables. And the water flowing out of it was cool, 58 degrees, and refreshing. So we wanted that concept in this. Show them what you got on, Tommy. Now, Tommy's wearing a fire-resistant jacket. This required by the OSHA regulations. He normally wears a helmet, the beanie to keep sparks off his head. He wears leather gloves to protect from being burned. Now, show him what you got on underneath there. This is the Springhouse cooling shirt. Hook it up for us. These are quick disconnects, so it's taking 5 seconds to hook it up. Now the pump's not on yet. There's a flexible hose that allows freedom of movement and an ice chest. We have ice and water inside here. And hook this up for us. It's now been turned on, and you may hear the slide hum. Okay. We're inside a building in front of this green screen. It's about 75 inside here. This is measuring 68 degrees. Tommy's skin is measuring 87 degrees. So this water flows from here through this tubing, on this jacket, back to the chest. Each time it circulates, it helps lower his temperature. The jacket itself is made out of polyester. Polyester was chosen because polyester will not support a fire. It can burn if you put it in the fireplace, but it won't burn on its own. The other thing about this is a wicking fabric that helps carry moisture away from the surface of the body. This particular fabric's been treated with antimicrobial, so it won't smell like your socks. One good advantage is it's lightweight. You can drop it in the sink, give it a shake, put it on a hanger. It'll be dry before morning. You can put it back on and go to work again. Now, there are other advantages to this. You're out there on the job when it's hot. It's a nice chest too.
No matter how hot your work or play gets to you, now you can cool it with the Springhouse cooling system. This ingenious portable personal cooling system not only can help increase productivity by keeping workers cooled down, but also can keep medical cost and leave time to a minimum by helping to prevent heat exhaustion and could even save lives. Simply fill the reservoir with ice and water, attach the flexible input-output lines, turn on the pump, and feel the cooling sensation almost immediately. And since the Springhouse cooling system is portable, it can be moved around on almost any environmentally hot job site. Now you can really beat the heat with a very cool Springhouse cooling system. To order yours or for more information, simply log on springhousecooling.com or call 931-248-1759. Beat the heat and keep cool with the Springhouse cooling system.